Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell, and we're at no relation, Isaiah Mitchell. And some of you Middletown folks will remember that name. I'm here at Middletown and the sport of wrestling and what it
interventionist wasn't the intervention. Good dude, and I came back and just ended up wrestling sophomore, junior, and senior year. He brought me to a new level, and I ended up loving the sport right there next to football.
So, folks, we are here at Middletown High School, and I think you could attest, Isaiah, that a rare meeting between the Riders and the Middletown Cavaliers. Cesar Rodney comes out of the Henlopen Conference, the Northern Division. Middletown comes out of the Blue Hen Conference Flight A, and I'm sure from your years of wrestling, Coach Paul Collier, First State Military Academy, calls the Henlopen Conference the Big Ten of Delaware High School wrestling. Tough conference to wrestle in.
Yeah.
And, the Middletown a couple of years ago, I'd have to say your glory year was probably 2014 when you guys beat Cape and Lopen in the first round and then went on to the state semifinals.
Yeah, that was actually 2015.
2015.
That's the year we won the Flight A championship,
right.
First ever actually for Middletown in wrestling, Flight A championship. And then we had Smyrna the next round. So once again, a tough Cape Henlopen team to wrestle. Had Smyrna the round after that, after we had beat the Cape Henlopen.
Kind of shocked everybody that night. I was doing the broadcast that night, and you guys kind of shocked the world when you went out there and beat the number 2 team in the Henlopen Conference.
Yep.
And it was great for wrestling because back in the 90s it was the Blue Hen Conference. It was St. Mark's and the schools up here that were the top teams, and now it has been taken over by the Henlopen Conference. So let's talk a little bit about some of the guys we have out there tonight, and we're going to start with some of these ranked wrestlers. Middletown comes in with 3 ranked wrestlers in the state in the 302 rankings. Hunter Hamill at 113 pounds, ranked number 3. The returning state champ, Dante Immediato, he is ranked number 2, mainly because he was upset early in the season by Fisher from Dover. And then Brian Schneider, the sophomore, ranked number 2 at 152 pounds. 3 Middletown guys in the rankings is pretty impressive for Blue Hen School, don't you think, Isaiah?
Yeah. Last year we had last year we walked into the states with three ranked wrestlers.
Right.
So this is as much of a surprise as it is the beginning of the season this early to be ranked. It's we like to think of it as something we've done before.
Right.
So
absolutely.
So the guys in the room just like to think that, hey, we've been here before. Let's keep wrestling like how we do. So.
And then for the Riders, everybody from 106 to 132 is ranked. They're pretty tough down low. They start with Mike Primo at 106. He's ranked number 1 in the state at 106 pounds. 113 pounds, Kevin Bone. He is ranked number 4 in the state. 120 pounds, 2-time state champion. Cameron Hayes is ranked number 1 in the state. 126 pounds. Mason Harrington ranked number 5, and then 132 pounds, folks. This kid's a freshman, Jackson Dean. He is ranked number 4 in the state, and he has weighed in tonight at 138 pounds.
Ooh.
So we may see the defending state champ up against the up-and-coming freshman who he wants to make a name for himself out here.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have that kind of early season, December, everybody's getting ready for Christmas, thinking about January, and we could have a up-and-coming freshman bumping up a weight to take on a defending state champ, which makes this broadcast exciting. Folks, we're going to be right back. We're going to go to a commercial, and we come back with 302 Sports, our first Blue Hen Conference wrestling match up here in Middletown with 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell, with me Isaiah Mitchell. We're going to be right back with some live wrestling.
Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck, right here on the Culinary Coast in Southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our Treetop Deck has the best happy hour around. Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethlehem, your classic seafood shop. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making it work. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts.
And I'm Jen Myers of Plate Catering.
And we'd love to invite you to check us out for your wedding or next event.
At Plate Catering, it's our mission to make your dream wedding a reality, expertly taking care of all the food and service details so you don't have to. Our professional team will work with you to create a one-of-a-kind event, whether it be on the beach, farm to table, or at your home. Whatever the venue or occasion, Plate Catering is here to help you make it the best it can be.
Plate Catering from Sodell Concepts. Check us out.
this place is for everybody. Actually, my entire family signed up. So my wife, my children, my young son comes in. My son's only 10. They have the kids classes, they have the fitness class, if people sort of primarily get in shape. Obviously the jiu-jitsu class, that's what I come here for.
Every time I walk through that door, I'm unbelievably happy that I'm here. Just a reminder of all the energy and effort that I've put in.
Even if you just watch a class first, you won't know until you try.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened-fish tacos, short-rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day, year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer.
And welcome back to Middletown High School, folks. Benny Mitchell here with Isaiah Mitchell, and we are here for the Middletown Caesar Rodney dual meet, Head Open Conference versus the Blue Hen Conference. And Isaiah, I think now that you're out of wrestling, I'd have to say probably the best part of wanting for Christmas is something to eat.
Oh, yeah. I got lucky, actually. Went up 2 weight classes my senior year, so I got to eat whatever I want. My coach told me it'd backfire on me. Backus was right. It backfired. I'm 195 pounds now.
So tell me about your while we're waiting for the introductions. Your first year of D1 college football, Stony Brook.
It is a hard. It's a hard work. It's definitely a test of your faith of football. It's morning workouts, classes. Sometimes you're sleeping, but it's hard work and it's actually it's fun. If you love football and you love the game. You love a sport in general, you're going to put, your all towards it at all times. So.
Well, that's about any sport,
Yeah.
Even, you guys, football has allowed you, college has allowed you to play 4 more years of something that you enjoy, and that's any sport. The fact that you get to go out and, even if you're a non-starter, you get to be a part of a college program for 4 years, and you walk away with something special, and at the end you walk away with a degree.
Exactly.
So, and a future. So, folks, we are CR's lined up. We're going to let the public address announcer introduce the wrestlers for tonight's match. And we'll get right back with the first action. We're starting at 160 pounds. So we're going to cut to the public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Welcome to tonight's matchup between the visiting Caesar Rodney Raiders and your hometown Pirates. Starting in the 160-pound weight class from Middletown, Louis Savino. And for Caesar Rodney, James Lowe. At the 170-pound weight class, Max Congo. And for Caesar Rodney, Jackson Ball. At the 182-pound weight class, Chris Wolfman. And for Caesar Rodney, Isaiah Washington. For Middletown, the 195-pound, we have Forfeit. And for Caesar Rodney, we have Josh Winston. For Middletown at 220, we have Devontae Bessis. And for Caesar Rodney, we have Brandon Bolden. For Middletown at 285, we have Clayton Gage. And for Caesar Rodney, we have Penny Keenan. At the 106-pound weight class, Jackson Objovic. And for Caesar Rodney, we have Mike Primo. For Middletown at 113, we have Hunter Hammond. And for Caesar Rodney, we have Kevin Doe. At the 120-pound, we have Will Carl. And for Caesar Rodney, we have Cam Hayes. we have Ben Anderson. At the 138 from Middletown, we have Dante Mediato. At Super Risers, we have Jackson Dean. At the 145 from Middletown, we have Stan Castleberry. At the Super Risers, we have Brian Tracy. At the 152 pound, we have Brian Schneider. At the Super Risers, we have Brian Brady. Coach Commander and Richard Cass is playing for our national team.
So we're ready to rock and roll here, folks. 302 Sports, our first venture into a Blue Hen Conference gym for wrestling. Kind of excited to be here. Matter of fact, I think this is probably the first time the Riders have wrestled in this gymnasium. And so a couple big matches we're looking at here. Number 1 ranked Mike Primo, Jackson Al Shahaki. He's a bubble guy.
Yeah.
He's right there, 6 or 7, waiting to get ranked. Tonight might be the night. Number 4 Kevin Bowen going against number 3 Hunter Hamill at 113 pounds. Another big match. We'll call him not ranked, but he was our outstanding wrestler at the Middletown Invitational Tournament, where he won the tournament with 3 pins. He's going to take on the defending 2-time state champion, number 1 ranked Cam Hayes. And then at 152, Brian Snyder ranked for Middletown. And I think the match of the night, and people at home that are tuned in are waiting for 138 pounds, defending state champion, number 2 ranked at 138 pounds, Dante Mediato. And he's going to be taking on the challenge of number 4 ranked at 132, the freshman, Jackson Dean. So here we go, folks. 302 Sports. Mr. Rapp. Mr. Rapp. So it's some referee repositioning here. The trouble of live stream. So here we go. First match, 160 pounds. James Love from Caesarati, Louis Savino. And Savino's a name I do recognize out of Middletown. He's been around on the Cavaliers roster for a couple years now, hasn't he?
Louis, Louis is a freshman, but he's always been in the program.
In the Middletown, the young Middletown program, yes.
Middletown program. Him and Schneider.
So right away, James Love, he's in on a single, looking to crack down, and rises up, subs up, and looks to clear over the hip right here, and we're going to get a stalemate and go back to our feet. Love is making his first appearance in the CR lineup. And this is not Love, I believe this is Tracy Riley. This is Tracy Riley bumping up from 152 pounds, folks. So Casavera with a front head, and no score here. Still 0-0. A minute to go here in the first period. Attempted an ankle pick, not there. And I see here Isaiah, no real. One good shot. Nobody really attempting a second shot. As I say that, Love gets in deep on a double. And let me correct myself one more time. This is Ryan Rigby bumping up. a freshman from Caesar Rodney, and I'm sure you can attest a wrestling name in Rigby. Casavera gets stretched out. Rigby front headlock looking to go behind. 26 seconds to go in the period. And Rigby gets to 2-0. Ryan Rigby's up. So 2 freshmen out here battling out to start the night. And rise up, we're going to potentially dangerous. This match right here might be December, but this could have state tournament implications on it with Caesar Rodney already losing the Cape and Open.
Definitely.
So, Middletown for some reason doesn't win the Flight A, and I think there's a school by the name of William Penn that wants to have something to say with that by the end of the year.
Yeah, that's always a good matchup at the end of the year.
So we're going to have a caution on top for lining up improperly. 2-0, Ryan Rigby leads here in the first period, looking for a cheap tilt, and can't get it. Goes to a reinforced bar 3 seconds to go in the period, and that's how we're going to end the first period. Ryan Rigby, 2-0 lead. Rigby's going to defer, and Casavera will take bottom. Savino. Savino will take bottom. Rigby in high half as Savino comes to his feet. Rigby puts the feet in. That's going to be potentially dangerous. Each guy now has stood up with legs in, so next one could be a stall call. Rigby looking to break him down here with a claw ride. And Granby attempt by Savino. Rigby able to ride it through, now working that inside wrist. And Rigby doing a good job as keeping the pressure out front and keeping Savino down on the mat. Rigby stacking the half, and she gets some backs here. Gets one swipe, but that's it. Approaching a minute to go, and he's going to get no backs out of that. So we're going to have an illegal hold on Rigby. So make it a 2-1 score here, second period. 58 seconds to go in the period. Rigby so far, good job of riding. He rode out the first period after the takedown, and now second period gets a 1 count on the cheap tilt, and that's it. And now back to the reinforced armbar. Going to tilt the far side and has him exposed, but rolls it through. No backs out of that. Now he's going to run it over.
He's really looking for something as that short time's coming.
Yeah, he's coming up under 30 seconds. Got to get some backs. He only leads 2-1. And now he's just going to help himself a little bit with the foot and try to get that head back up and get that back exposed. Got 45, and there's the count. Every one. And now he's got the backs. He's getting the swipes. 22 seconds to go in the period. Looking for the stick. And he's on 15 seconds to go. Holding 3 for Rigby. Steps over again. And Rigby, he's looking to sit through. Looking for the pin here. Nice bridge by Savino. That's how we're going to have 3 back points. And we'll go to the third period. 5-1. Ryan Rigby of Caesar Rodney. Rigby is back on top. You know, when you're the bottom guy, you don't like to hear that. This guy's just ridden you for
ready to ride.
Yeah, he's ridden you for 3 minutes. He turns you, and he wants to back top again.
Yeah, he's confident in that top game there.
Rigby, pressure up forward, looking to break him back down, looking for some more back points here, maybe some bonus. As bonus points in the upper weights have hurt Caesar Rodney. They are 0-2 this season. Steps over on the bar, gets the weight heavy. And he's going to have a 3 count. That gives him 2 backs. He goes up 7-1. Ryan Rigby of Caesar Rodney. For Caesar Rodney in the royal blue singlets. Middletown in the black. Rigby staying tight on that ride, keeping the pressure forward. He leads 7-1. He's one turn away from a major decision, and there it is. Steps over, gets one count. Yeah, just has to get his hips back and his weight back here, but Savino doing a good job fighting off his next set of back points.
He's out.
And he's out of it. No back.
No.
Minute 2 to go on the restart.
Still bottom here.
So Savino fights off the next set of backs, but still a minute and 2 seconds for Rigby to get one more turn, and one more turn provides that extra team point, which is so crucial in these events. Rigby leg in, Savino stands up, and that's going to be his last warning. That's a caution, but no call on it. Just I guess a verbal warning.
Forgot about it.
Yeah. Savino comes up, boot goes in, and that was going to be on the top guy. Okay, now he's going to call the bottom guy for the stalling. That was probably a borderline call there, Isaiah, because he was coming up as the leg was coming in.
Yeah.
Tough call, but he had just verbally warned him prior. So 8-1 now is, I guess we would say, emotions got the better of the bottom guys. He gets hit, must have said something, and gets hit with an unsportsmanlike. And now we have a caution red, and eventually we're going to get this match restarted as we've had problems getting going. There we go. 52 seconds to go. Rigby leads 8-1. He cuts him. He's going to look for the takedown to get the major decision. And looking for a mixer. Can't get it. There's the takedown for Ryan Rigby. 40 seconds to go. He leads 9-1.
He's looking for that arm again.
30 seconds. He's looking for another turn. And Savino comes to his feet. Takes away the major decision. Rigby's going to have to get a takedown here.
Short time here.
17 seconds to go. Snap down by Savino. Go behind's not there. Rigby needs to look to dump or sucker drag. Two seconds, 1 second, and our first match ends. Decision by Ryan Rigby. 10-3. So the Riders go up 3-0, and that is a spot where the Riders have not scored this season at 160 pounds. And the two coaches are to the head table as they have a question about something that went on in that match.
I believe he's asking the question about the standing up in the legs.
Right.
It is a controversial call.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he had just had verbally warned him.
Yeah.
And
what is the rule on that?
Well, the rule is if you stand up with legs in, you'll get a verbal warning. You get a stalemate. And if you do it again, then it's a warning on the bottom. It's a warning stalling on the bottom guy. If you throw the leg in after they stand up, then it goes to the top guy. That was kind of they were happening together. So I think he got kind of potentially dangerous that one to move on, but he chose to. He saw it differently. So here we go at 170 pounds. This is Jackson Rowell.
Max Congo here.
And Max Kondo. I was told his name's Ernest, but he likes to go by Max. So.
Yeah.
And Congo, I grew up upstate. That was a big Christiana Glasgow name back in the day. So I'm sure some family members have moved down to the Middletown area like everybody else in Newcastle County, right?
Yeah.
Double A shot by Raw. Trying to scoot around. He gets the two. Takedown. 2-0. Caesar Rodney. They lead the dual meet 3-0. We're second match of the night at 170 pounds.
Hard to believe, but this kid here right here was around 32 last year.
Wow. So he grew a little bit.
Big jump.
A little bit of Bobby Telford from St. Mark's back in his day. Wrestled 135 as a sophomore, then became a two-time state champ at a full 285. And I went on to wrestle in Iowa.
Wow.
So grew 6 inches and 100 pounds, and you're a state champ. So let's see if it works out for Congo the same way. But right now he's a wrist and a half, and he's a tight wrist and a half as Raw trying to seatbelt. He pulls it against the half out. And now needs to get to his toes and circle out. Under a minute to go in the period. 2-0, Raw. So I was, as you're saying, Congo wasn't having wrestling on his mind over the summer.
I don't think so at all.
If he was, it was going to be at a higher weight.
It's actually his second year wrestling.
Yeah, he is. What grade is he?
He's a sophomore.
Sophomore. So, Coach Cliff Backus, he has developed a youth program here. Mm-hmm. Maybe this guy isn't one that came through it, but he's got some kids in the youth program. Caesar Rodney, the Young Riders, as they call themselves, a very large program, and very, one of Delaware's, I have to say, prestigious wrestling team programs. And as we say that, we're all going for backs, looking for the pin here with the half Nelson and the wrist. And there's the pin with 3 seconds left, so the minute 50 seconds, 7 seconds. Jackson Raw, he gets his first dual meet win of the year with a pin, and the Riders go up 9-0. And we come up to 182 pounds. And for the Riders, this is Isaiah Washington. I believe we're going to see Chris Winkleman for Middletown.
Actually, as we're speaking about the rising of the youth program that Backus has here going, this is actually one of them who came through it.
Yes, Winkleman. I believe there might be a little brother there.
Dallas was his older brother.
Right.
Dallas was on the varsity team a couple years ago.
So right away, early in the match, Cliff Backus getting to see what his youth program, his feeder program is doing as they're now filtering up to the varsity. And in on a shot is Winkleman, but stuffed, looking to go behind is Washington. And in on a single, then a double, switches it off, takes him down to the mat. Winkleman keeping that arm. Washington just maybe a little too strong as he goes behind and gets that takedown to go up 2-0. And just a little roly-poly, and Winkleman's on top. Now he's down around the feet. Got to make sure he doesn't lock to his hands. And that's what the referee's down there looking for, is the locked hands. And he's got to work himself back up. And he's also got to work himself back up the body before he gets a stall call. And that's what we're going to get. We're going to get a stalemate out of that. So 2-2 with 1:03 to go here in the first period. Caesar Rodney leads the duel right now 9-0 after 2 matches.
A little funky wrestling going on.
A little bit. I heard Coach Rigby yelling, no, and about that time they rolled off and we have a reversal. Winkleman with the breakdown off the whistle. 1 minute to go in the first period. He's got the cross wrist and lets Washington get to his feet and gets back to 2 feet and gets him back down, so no damage done. And they go out of bounds. 2-0 with 47 seconds left. And Washington a little slow getting up.
Winkleman keeps reaching for that ankle.
He when he had to go for that second foot, he kind of came, maybe rolled it a little bit, but enough to get back up and finish the match. And this is an area the Riders 0-2 on the season. Middletown 1-1 in duels. The Riders have struggled in the upper weights. Both teams seem to be young in their upper weights, and Washington gets up, cuts, and scores 3-2. Washington. 39 seconds to go here in the first period. Shot by Winkleman in deep on a single. And I'm going to have to watch the monitor because I have a referee in my way here. So 19 seconds to go, 3-2. Washington on the restart. And out of bounds with 14 seconds to go. Shot by Washington, 9 seconds to go. He gets the takedown. And I'm sure you've heard that from Coach Backus. Those last 10 to 20 seconds, you don't want to let up scores.
He needs to get out of here.
And time runs out, 5-2. Isaiah Washington. Bit of a sloppy match here so far, but exciting. Washington's going to defer, and Winkleman takes down. 5-2, start of the second period. comes up. A little chop in the knee, actually tight waist in the knee, but Washington can't get any backs as he goes to the half.
He's got to run to the other side if he wants.
Yeah, there it comes. Steps over, just as you said. Must be listening to the broadcast down there. And Winkleman comes out, gets to his feet, 5-3. Washington leads. Second period at 182 pounds.
Looking for that ankle.
That was a
poor shot.
Kind of a half-hearted shot, you know. No setup. As I'm sure you've heard, got to set up those shots to open them up. So we go to a collar tie here. Both guys, minute 25. Snap down, looking for a mixer, but no. Instead goes behind with a butt drag. 2 points, Washington. He leads 7-2. And now he wants to cut him, but Winkleman holding on to the ankle with knee. And Washington cuts him. 7-4 here. 1 minute, 5 seconds to go in the second period again. Washington looking to snap down and got a block and go behind. And looking one more step. Got the hips flat. Steps over. That should be 2. Hips flat with the leg hooked. And then there's the 2. Makes it 9-4. 44 seconds to go, trying to cut him again, but this time Winkleman gets in on the leg. And cuts him one more time. 9-5, 35 seconds to go in the second period. I think Coach Bigby would like to get one more takedown before we go to the third. Again, looking to put him under in that front headlock position, and Winkleman snaps. They go out of bounds. 20 seconds to go on the restart. Second period. 9-5. Isaiah Washington sees Rodney leads at 182 pounds. Yeah, he's gone away from he had a lot of success with that snap down go behind, and now he's going for that single. He might get it. 10 seconds to go. Needs to pop the head. There it is. Takedown. 11-5 as time expires in the second period. So Coach Rigby getting a lot out of his young upperweights tonight so far. Isaiah. Middletown putting out some young guys here, a couple freshmen. Tough to wrestle in the upperweights as a freshman unless you're just, a legit stud, really.
Yeah.
Start of the third period, we'll go on our feet. Yeah, Coach Backus yelling to him to get to his underhook, but Winkleman seems happy to be tied up there with a collar tie. Minute 45 to go, 182 pounds. And we got a stalling call on Winkleman, his first. So that's just a warning as he takes a double leg shot. And Washington looking to go behind. He's got a cradle, doesn't lock it up, and nothing out of that. A lot of energy so far in this match for these two young guys. Shot by Winkleman. Washington sprawls. He's got a cradle there if he just locks it up. Got the head and the knee together. And he's looking to cross face and go behind. Still neutral. Breaks him down to the hip. Steps over. Takedown. Isaiah Washington. He now leads 13-5. 55 seconds to go. And he cuts him, making it 13-6. So he's looking for a major decision. Looking to get those all-important bonus points in dual meet competition. Shot by Winkleman. He catches Washington's reaching. And another takedown. Washington cuts him. That's going to make it 15-7. He's got the major belt. $25 seconds to go in the match. Double leg shot, but nice shot. Rolls him through. And he's got a mixer of his own, but take it out of bounds.
He should have got his 2.
6 seconds to go. Yes, a 2 would take away the major decision. We're going to have injury time on Cesar Rodney. So little Christmas special here for all the wrestling fans, Isaiah. Not a lot of matches on December 22nd. And everybody ready to go home and eat and be merry for the holidays. So here we go. 6 seconds to go. Neutral position. Washington leads. Takes a shot. Winkleman looking for a front headlock, looking for a standing mixer. Doesn't get it. No takedown in the match. Final score, 15-7, Isaiah Washington. And the Riders build a 13-0 lead early in the match. So I had to be thinking, Isaiah, coming into this, Coach Backus was hoping to get some points out of these upper weights, and so far, not happening. So we move to 195 pounds, where I believe we're going to have a forfeit. This is Josh Windsor for the Riders.
You get me out there.
Yeah, you can wrestle that weight, right?
That's my weight now.
So forfeit for Windsor. It's going to move us to 220 pounds. Brendan Holder, young sophomore for the Riders, and we have Devontae Bessix. And this guy is this a Middletown football player here? Or?
Yeah, Devontae came into the program last year. Did very well on JV. Won a couple good matches for us. So we'll see how he does in here.
And right away, snap down, and looked like he's going to go behind. Gets a cross wrist from top and gets the takedown. Holder leads 2-0. And Holder, this is Kenny Tiemann. They've switched this up here. Kenny Tiemann, who they've listed wrestle heavyweight. He gets the deep half, rolls it through, looking for the pin. Minute 30 to go, and has a long time to be in that position. I think we both have been there, and not a position you want to be in. Trying to settle back chest on chest. And just hips a little high. He's got to go back chest on chest. Devontae doing a nice job of fighting off the pin. But 56 seconds into the match, and Tiemann's got the pin and a 25-0 lead for the Riders. So it's going to move us to 285 pounds, where we have Brendan Holder and Clayton Gage. Gage, that name sounds familiar. Is this a guy maybe wrestled in middle school? Or?
I believe Clayton wrestled. He came to us our freshman year. He started wrestling freshman. I'm not exactly sure if he wrestled in middle school.
It's a name I recognize.
I believe he's a junior now.
So Gage and Holder at 285 pounds. So Coach Rigby switching his 220s around from last night. Holder, I believe, just a sophomore, did a nice job. He's 0-2 this year in duels, but nice job in both matches, keeping the bonus points off against Cape and Lopin and Milford. Last night gave up a major decision to Dominic Hovington, who was fourth in the state. He's the number 3 ranked 220 pounder this season out of Milford. Holder battled and only gave up a major.
Wow.
And looking to jack up to a jack block here now. He gets it over the head. Looking to take it down to the mat. Nothing there. Minute 10 to go. No score here. First period at 285 pounds. And these two both small, 285. Two small heavyweights. Holder, I know, is weighing in at 220. And keeps working that club hook. And looking for that far leg, not there. He snaps him down in a front headlock. And now looking to go behind. Understeps on that front headlock. Breaks him down. 35 seconds to go. Takedown, Holder. Looks like a 106 pounder out there with that front headlock. Holder up 2-0. The Riders lead 25-0 in the duel. We're at 285 pounds. We started at 160. And Holder looking to Okie bar here now, turns it into a mixer. 14 seconds to go. He's going to get some backs. Can he get the pin? And Holder just trying to get heavy here. 8 seconds to go. Gage trying to fight off a pin here at 285 pounds and gets the pin with 1 second left in the period. So Brendan Holder, he puts the Riders up 31-0, and now you're going to the teeth of the Caesar Rodney order. With number 1 ranked Mike Primo coming out at 106. He'll be up against Jackson Al-Chokasi. I hope I pronounced it.
Al-Chokachi.
Al-Chokachi.
Yep.
Wow.
That was a close one when he first came in the room last year. He's actually made a lot of progress too.
Yeah, sophomore, I believe. Right?
Yeah, sophomore now. First year wrestling was last year.
Finished 4th at the Milford Invitational a couple weeks ago. Primo was 3rd in the state, lost in overtime last year in the state semifinals. So 3rd in the state, he's also a sophomore. So 2 sophomores going out here. Alchogasi he's, like I said, he's one of my bubble guys in the rankings, the 302 sports wrestling rankings. Primo, number 1. He returns this weight class from last season, where he was 3rd in the state at 106 pounds. So we move from the bigs to the littles. Here at Middletown High School, the Caesar Rodney Riders out of the Hennepin Conference visiting the Blue Hen Conference Middletown. I'm sorry, what were you going to say there, Isaac?
Where wrestling gets a little bit more interesting.
It gets a lot faster, too, doesn't it? The referee's got to move, and our cameraman might have to move. Lenny might have to move a little bit more now. These guys will be going at a much faster pace.
Popping in and out of the screen there.
Right. And here comes that front head understep, and gets the knee, and that's a takedown. Mike Primo, he goes up 2-0. Middletown, I believe Wilmington Charter is the defending conference champs from last year. Middletown won it 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yep.
A bar hook here by Primo, looking to run it over. Goes to the hook side, turns it to a half, and good defense there by Jackson, because I'm going to just butcher his last name. I don't want to do that on the air. And looking to bring out that inside wrist. Folks, we will have a outstanding wrestler of the match at the end of the night. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to him. And you can see those pictures continuing from football season on 302 Sports Facebook page, also our Twitter page, as we'll have our outstanding wrestler of each match that we cover or tournament. And we'll be picking one again tonight. And looking to chop, good cheap tilt. Can't get it, steps up, looking to put a boot in. Got a boot in on the right side, and time runs out. 2-0, Mike Primo of Caesar Rodney leads 2-0. And he has a choice. He's going to defer. And Jackson's going to take neutral. 106, interesting weight class this year. Usually it's a freshman weight class. A lot of sophomores. Got a junior in there, ranked number 4 from Delmar. And a lot of sophomores.
Last year, Luis Estrada, a senior.
A senior, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. He was, I believe, 4th or 5th in the state last year.
4th.
Yeah, lost to Primo in the last match.
Yeah, 4th, I believe.
And they go out of bounds. 138 on the restart, 2-0. Mike Primo, we're in neutral position. We're at 106 pounds. Middletown and Caesar Rodney. Non-conference dual meet here. December 22nd. Little early Christmas presents for our wrestling fans. Yeah, and we're front head, we're out of bounds with 1:19. $1:19 to go on that restart. 2-0 Primo. And looking the hand fight, gets in and over and under. Middletown, I know this is, I talked about it. Oh, a nice high cross shot by Jackson. Can't finish it. Primo gets the hit away. But, you know, we're talking about this is the teeth of the Caesar Rodney order. This is where Middletown's tough, too. They got some tough young guys down here.
You can't let that go. When you get a leg like that on a big wrestler, there's no way letting that go.
Pulls him back down. Primo with a whizzer. And looking to go to a cradle. And step out of bounds. Stay neutral.
That was big there.
Right. Alchakasi has to use his length. He has to use that leverage and lock up that cradle. Primo just throws in the whizzer and steps out of bounds. So opportunity there for the Middletown wrestler. 28 seconds to go here in the second period. 2-0. Mike Primo, Caesar Rodney leads. And we go out of bounds. Shot shoots him off as Primo. 20 seconds to go on the restart. And now looks like Jackson looking to go a little more hands-on. And after getting that nice little Opens that window and gets that high crotch off and snap down by Primo. 9 seconds to go. Has him in a front headlock. And looking to go behind, not there. Looks like he's going to ride out the period. 2 seconds, 1 second. And we go to the third period. Primo leads 2-1, and he will take bottom. So we're going to find out if the Middletown wrestler can get a turn. Hasn't had much luck on his feet. Got in on the one good shot. 2-0, Primo leads. He takes bottom position here at 106 pounds. And I'm telling you, Isaiah, my goal before we get to stage is to learn how to pronounce it. I'll have to practice his name.
Alchokachi.
Alchokachi. I need to add an H there. Between that C and that Y. That's messing me up. We got a silent H and then an H that's not there. Primo, a little roll, comes out on a switch, gets the reversal, 4-0.
We're gonna throw legs in.
Yeah, that's Primo's. That's his ball game right there, getting the legs on top and going to work. Yeah, looking to bring up that ankle, just not a lot there.
It used to be a lot of what CR did.
At one time, we're a big. Then they went to bars for a while.
Bars.
Things changed a little bit as the guys coming out. Is in a high 4, and looking to step it over. Mikey Primo, he came out of the Young Riders program. I've been watching this kid wrestle since he was probably a tot or a bantam wrestler. He's been around a long, long time. Got a crossface. Looking to take it to a crossface cradle. Minute 8 to go. And good defense there by Jackson. Does not give it up. And Primo gives him another shot. Just can't get that head to the knee. Primo puts the boot back in. 48 seconds to go here in the third period. He leads 4-0. He's in a high 4 ride. Now he goes power half on the far side. And staying active on top. Just can't find anything to turn him with. 30 seconds to go in the period, in the match. Primo working that inside wrist out. And brings out the inside wrist. Wants to get that back on the center of his back.
I tell you, that is one thing I do not miss, a good leg rider. That is one thing I do not miss.
Especially when they go to that high 4.
Yeah, because you're flattened out, they take it out. You stand up, they put it back in.
Right. And Mike Primo with the 4-0 win, and the Riders go up 34-0. A pretty good match between a number 1 ranked wrestler in the state and a guy, like I said, he's right on the bubble. He's beaten some good guys, but he's taken just that one loss here or there. And you got some good freshmen that are coming up into the different programs now. So now we're going to move to 113 pounds, where we have number 4 ranked Kevin Bone from Cesar Rodney up against number 3 ranked Hunter Hamill of Middletown. So ranking on the line here right now. Let's see if I'm right or if Bowen can shake things up here in Delaware. Kevin Bowen, a sophomore. Hamill, I believe, a junior. He's a transfer, is he not?
Newark.
Moved down from Newark High School. Kevin Bowen, last night he wrestled the number 1 ranked 113-pounder in state, Robbie Rosser, 3-0. Rosser won the match. And last night Bowen was more defense. Tonight he looks like he's going a whole lot more offense. He's opened up a little bit.
Looks like he wants to make a point here.
Yeah, he went up against number 1 last night. He's up against number 3 tonight, and maybe wants to move up in these rankings. 2-on-1 takes it off, gets to the right leg. Hamill defends. We're on the edge and staying in bounds. Good hand fight put on here by Kevin Bowen. And we step out of bounds. Minute 4 to go, 0-0 on the restart. £113. Cesar Rodney leads 34-0. After 106, we began at 160. And we're going to go stall on Hamill. And Look on the right side. Needs to get head position. Can't get to that near side leg.
Doesn't do a little more. I think that Stallings coming.
He's been hit once. Now he's got head position. Gets that far ankle, but Hummel's able to step over, or Hamill able to step over. Bowen looking to come out the back door.
Got 10 seconds here. Oh,
and gets the 2 takedowns. He breaks the hold, and he's going to go up 2-0 in a match of 2 of Delaware's top 113-pounders here. And that's how we end the first period with Kevin Bowen up 2-0. Bowen placed at the Solanco tournament. Pretty tough tournament up in Pennsylvania. I believe he placed in the top 4.
Wow.
And he's going to take neutral here.
Chose neutral.
Bowen, he shows he's hard to take down. He has good position on his feet. And it very rarely comes out of that position. And nice little set. And he's going to get the 2. Well, not yet. He's going to get up around the waist. Bowen locked around the waist. Well, that was a nice little duck or a peek out there by Hamill. And he gets the 2. It's 2-2.
Oh, from back point.
And gets on 1 count, but that's it. 1 swipe, but that's not enough. Middletown looking to get on the board here. They trail 34-0 at 113 pounds. And we're going to get up potentially dangerous. With 1:23 to go on the restart. We're at Middletown High School. Home of the Cavaliers is the Caesar Rodney Riders. Probably the first trip up here for wrestling. A lot of football games between these 2 teams, baseball games and others.
Went down to them last year.
Yeah, and a little Granby roll by Bowen. Sits out, turns, nothing there. Hamill putting on a good ride, staying tight with the wrist. Approaching a minute to go in the second period. Yeah, Hamill settles it in, gets it a little tight, and looks like he's going to step out and try to get some backs here. Bowen able to come to his feet, clears his wrist, gets the escape. 3-2, Kevin Bowen with 53 seconds to go here in the second period at 113 pounds. Hamill, he wrestled Rosser at the finals of the Upper Invitational. I believe Rosser won an 8-0 major decision. So both these wrestlers have wrestled the number 1 guy in the state. I don't think either has, I believe Rispoli has beaten Hamill this year, so Bowen has not wrestled number 2. 3-2, 25 seconds to go on the restart. And
looking for that again.
Looking for that peek out again, not there. Bowen front headlock, Hamill's able to back out of it. 12 seconds to go in the period, 3-2, Bowen leads. Two seconds, 1 second, and we end the second period. So Hamill will have choice. He's going to take bottom. So he trails 3-2. And we call this defensive position, but a lot of people come from bottom and get more offense than they do on top a lot of times.
That is.
Technically, it's the defensive position, but he comes to his feet, comes to his hands and feet, sits, turns, nothing there. Little Granby roll, looking for a Peterson. Bowen able to go behind. And cuts. He looks like he's going to go behind for a reversal. That's the reversal right there. 4-3, Hamill, and that returns him to the mat. So Bowen's going to have to get up and make something happen. He trails 4-3. Approaching about 1:15 to go here in the match. Bowen just trying to create action. He trails 4-3. Minute to go here in the match. Then looking for a two. Gets 1 swipe. That's it. Gets 1 swipe. Just can't get 2 in a row.
Looks like he's gonna go.
Got a reinforced bar now. Then steps over to the other side and looking to tilt it. 1 count, 2 count. There's the back.
There it is. That's big right there.
So Hunter Hamill scoring late, and that's the way this match is going. That's probably enough to wrap it up. Holding 2 or holding 3 is the ref.
Well, you got to let go of that.
25 seconds to go. I wouldn't let go. I'd just let the period end and get him later. But now he's got a bar on the wrist. 15 seconds to go. Hamill leads. He'll have 6 when it's done. There's the 3. 6-3 Hamill. So he's going to get the first points on the board for Middletown, and he's going to hold his number 3 ranking at 113 pounds. Yes, he did. 6-3 Hunter Hamill as Middletown gets on the board in a battle of Delaware's 2 ranked wrestlers. And out to 120 pounds, and that brings out the 2-time defending state champ from Cesar Rodney, number 1 ranked, Cameron Hayes. And he's up against Carl, I believe he's a freshman, Will Carl.
Oh, and one of the big, was in the youth programs as well with Backish.
Right, so Will Carl, he was our outstanding wrestler, the 302 Sports outstanding wrestler at the Milford Invitational. And he's up against 2-time defending state champ, Cameron Hayes. Cameron Hayes won at 106 as a freshman, 113 as a sophomore. Now he's up to 120 pounds. And heavy hand slips, goes behind, takedown, Cameron Hayes. And Hayes has already dispatched the number 2 wrestler in the state. He defeated Anthony Caruso of Cape Henlopen, who's ranked number 2, and he beat him 8-4 last week. And Carl, another one, right on that border. He's one of my on-the-watch guys in the rankings. And said, oh, there comes a little hazard tilt, and he's going to get the count. And that's 3 backs for Cameron Hayes. Minute 14 to go. He's up 5-0 in the first period. And this pretty much the same lineup last year. This is a tough part of the Cesar Rodney lineup. As I said, the first 6 weight classes, the riders have a guy ranked in each one of them. And here goes with a little arm bar, a little wrist tilt, with a little tight waist. And he gets the 3 count, a 5 count. And gets 3 back. The Hayes, he's gonna love going to college with the 4 count, 4 back points.
Yeah.
You know, that makes matches go fast. He gets up there. He could end some matches in the first period. 8-0. He's already built the major. 35 seconds to go in the first period. And they go out of bounds. 30 seconds on the restart. Hayes leads 8-0. Hayes chops him off his base and looking for another cheap tilt, and he's getting the swipes. Reminds me of a guy by the name of Sheldon Thomas, former 4-time state champs.
Yeah.
Was a great tilter in high school. Went on to win a national championship at Clarion.
Still coaches a lot.
There's a lot of one-on-ones and some clinics. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Know a couple guys coached by him.
And that ends the first period. Hayes with an 8-0 lead. I thought we heard a 2 count, but I guess not. Hayes is going to go back to his feet as he takes neutral here in the second period. He leads 8-0. And Hayes going to the Russian tie. 2-on-1 Russian tie. Goes after that right leg, not there. Carl, front head position. Gets into the pits, looking to go behind. As Hayes comes to his feet. And a little short drag. And we're going to get a takedown here. Takedown Cameron Hayes. Hayes now up 10-0, second period. Yeah, Cesar Rodney pretty much has the dual meet wrapped up. They lead 34-3. Maybe not quite yet mathematically, but they're in full control of the duel as their upper weights came through tonight. And Hayes circles them out of bounds. Minute 11 to go on the restart. 120 pounds. Cameron Hayes leads 10-0 over Will Carl. 4 bouts left in the much anticipated 138-pound match between Jackson Dean, ranked number 4 at 132 pounds, against the defending state champ, ranked number 2 at 138, Dante Immediato. And Hayes looking for another tilt. Not there. Reloads. And Hayes is going to work on the other side now. He's working on the left side. Has the cross wrist. And probably going to see a hazard tilt here. Well, maybe we won't, because again we have a ref in our way. But trust me, he does have a cross wrist and looking for some backs. And there, now you can see it. Hayes got a low leg Turk. Steps out of it. 28 seconds to go. No score on that. Now he's working an arm bar on the left side. He's got a wrist on the right. And now he's going to go wrist in the bar. 12 seconds to go here in the second period. And steps over and gets on the line. And no count, no points. Third period. Hayes leads 10-0.
That big tilt right there on the line. In college, that's points.
That's right. Absolutely. Somebody needs to be in. So 10-0. Carl goes to his feet. And Hayes again goes behind. Takedown. 12-0 for Cameron Hayes. No. And that's a technical fall. 15-0 for Cameron Hayes. And the Riders go up 39-3. So Hayes gets the job done, gets the tech fall. That's going to move us to 126 pounds, where I think we're going to see 2 forfeits. And then the match, the anticipated match at 138 pounds. And this is Mason Harrington getting the forfeit for the Riders. Harrington, a senior. And it'll be followed by Ben Anderson. Ben Anderson is a guy, finished second at the Howdy Duncan.
Wow.
He is a backup wrestler to Hayes. And went to the Howdy Duncan and finished second.
Goes to show some depth they have, the depth they have.
Yeah, absolutely, the depth they have in that program. And forfeit day. So here we go, folks, 138 pounds. The match of the night for the Caesar Rodney Riders. Freshman Jackson Dean, ranked number 4 in the state at 132 pounds. He's bumping up to 138 tonight, where he's going to take on the defending state champ from Middletown, ranked number 2 at 138 pounds, Dante Immediato. So, folks, here we go. This is worth the price of admission right here, this matchup. And right away, both going to the hand fight, wanting to put their hands on each other and get this match going. Shot by Immediato, not there. Stuff with an underhook by Jackson Dean. Tries to throw it by, and nothing there. Is no score here. Minute 30 to go in the first period at 138 pounds. Our match of the night, Jackson Dean from Caesar Rodney, Dante Immediato from Middletown. And heavy with the hands is Immediato, trying to bring Jackson Dean down to the mat. Dean staying on an elbow tie. Little duck, not there. And both wrestlers come back to their feet. Immediato's only in-state loss this year was to Anthony Fisher of Dover. And Anthony Fisher, he has that knack of knocking off state champs. In the conference finals last year, he knocked off Chase Arcangelo.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Dean came into the... And there, Dean throws him to his back with an underhook. He's getting the takedown and some backs. And 2-2. Jackson Dean takes a 4-0 lead. And this kid, Isaiah, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
His first dual meet of the year, he wrestled the number 4, I believe number 3, Max Norquist of Cape and Lopin, up 14-2 and pinned him.
Wow.
So you're going to see a lot of action, a lot of energy out of this kid.
Where did he come from?
He is lives in Hartley. Grew up wrestling, youth wrestling in Smyrna.
Okay.
And
decided to come to
he's a Capital School District kid, and he school choice used his option of school choice to go to Caesar Rodney. So think a lot of that had to do with him and Cameron Hayes have worked out a lot in the off season, so they know each other
Big choice.
pretty well. Yeah. So we have blood time here for Jackson Dean. He leads 4-0 at 138 pounds. And this is our Christmas special for you folks. 302 Sports, our first venture into the Blue Hen Conference, or at least in one of their gyms. So the blood time stops. Time to clean up. 24 seconds on the restart. The only sport, folks. How tough is wrestling, Isaiah? It's the only sport that has blood time.
I know, right?
That means when they wrote the rules, they expect it.
Exactly.
So here we go on the restart. 24 seconds. Jackson Dean leads 4-0 over Dante Immediato, and we're going to get a false start on bottom. As Dante tries to beat the whistle and gets caught. So here we go, 24 seconds on the restart. Switch attempt by Immediato. Got a lot of motion. Dean breaks him back down. Again, Dean, a good stand-up by Immediato. Dean brings him back to the mat. 10 seconds to go in the period. 4-0, Dean leads. Yeah, so Dean's going to take a 4-0 lead into the second period. So Dante Immediato defers. Jackson Dean takes bottom. This is Immediato's strength here, is on top. Good tilter, good rider. So we'll see Dean's going to go right into his kitchen sink, so to say. Dean comes to his feet, hands and feet. Immediato trying to return to the mat, cuts and scores about 6 seconds into the period. 5-0 Jackson Dean. Dean shot attempt, not there. Elbow tie and a wrist by Immediato. Pass by there, attempt by Immediato, but Dean able to circle out of it. Shot attempt by Immediato. He's in deep, but Jackson able to get the hips back. He's got a hook on the far side. And he's looking to throw him again, and he goes behind. No two yet. Immediato able to catch the leg and sub underneath it. Dean steps back over. 50 seconds to go. Little scramble here is going to slow down, and we'll get nothing out of that. But nice little scramble by both guys.
48 seconds here. Got to get something, or he's going to.
He went to throw that underhook again. Great defense by Immediato, and I mean, really just to get out of that with no score as Jackson went behind. And little sit-out attempt, little peek-out attempt by Dean. And another one by Immediato gets in on the leg. Dean goes to that whizzer.
It's going to be a tough match on the third if he doesn't get anything here.
Yeah, 5-0. He's in a position where he's got to score because his strength was on top. He didn't score out of it. 24 seconds to go. Dean shoots off the whistle. Nice hand fight there by Immediato. Pulls him back in. Both wrestlers one knee in a tie. Jackson Dean in an elbow tie. Comes right back up, hand fighting into position. 13 seconds to go in the period. 5-0, Dean leads at 138 pounds. Shot attempt by Immediato, leg not there. And it looks like he might want to dump it, but time's going to run out on 2 seconds. 1 second. And we go to the third period. 5-0, Jackson Dean. And Immediato's going to take bottom, and Dean's already showed his ability to ride. So Immediato's got to get up, get out, and get some points going. He trails 5-0. Immediato comes up, tight waist and ankle, returns him by Dean, and Dean doing a good job just knee up the butt chop and keeping him flat. Minute 35 to go in the match. 5-0. Dean just put on a good ride. As I said, Immediata comes to his feet. Can't cut as they go out of bounds. Minute 28 when we restart. Switch attempt by Immediata and just goes behind.
Right with
and, Jackson Dean's quick as a cat. Minute 14 to go in the match. Dean gets to a cross wrist, looking to pull it under with a Turk maybe. And he just keeps the pressure on top. I mean, you got to be careful on bottom. You turn into something. He just keeps the pressure all the time on top. Under a minute to go. 50 seconds to go in the match. As Immediata comes up, brought right back down by Dean. Little high half in the spiral ride. 40 seconds to go. Comes up, looks to switch, not there. We're on the edge, and they go out of bounds. 35 seconds to go on the restart. Immediata will still be in the bottom position, trailing 5-0. Comes to his feet. And returned by Dean. And he doesn't give anything up. A lot of guys would give an escape in that situation with this time on the clock. He's not giving it up.
He's out here trying to make a statement.
He's definitely making a statement in the first 2 weeks of the season. Under 20 seconds to go. Immediata trying to come up. Nice ride put on here by Jackson Dean. Under 10 seconds to go, folks. And we might have an upset here at 138 pounds. 3 seconds. We do have one. 2 seconds. 1 second. Jackson Dean, the freshman, he pulls off an upset 5-0 over Dante Immediata. And that puts the Riders up 54-3. So we move to 145 pounds. Riley Tracy. And unless something big happens, Isaiah, I think we may have found our outstanding wrestler of the match right there. And he's going up against Sam Casalvera. That's another name that I am familiar with in Middletown wrestling. Casalvera have a hand fight. Riley Tracy had a big win last night. Number 6 ranked at 132. Gavin Garcia bumped up for the duel, and he beats him 6-5. And Tracy not ranked. Now, granted, he had a little bit of weight advantage, but you know, a sophomore going up against a number 6 guy and gets that win. That changes your whole outlook on wrestling. You know, when you're that sophomore.
Gives you a little bit more.
It makes you want to get to practice the next day, work a little harder, doesn't it? So my son, Trey mentioned, one of the assistants at Cesar Rod, and he came home the first week of practice, and you know, I knew some of the big guys I had. He goes, the kid he really likes, he likes them all, but the kid he really likes is this Riley Tracy here at 145 pounds.
Wow.
He says he has the ability to be good. And takedown for Casalvera. He goes up 2-0. And do you know what grade Casalvera's in?
Casalvera's a senior.
So a senior versus a sophomore here.
Actually, transfer as well. Went to they call him the other school, but they're
Appoquinimink,
yeah.
That's what I can say. Appoquinimink.
Appoquinimink.
Yeah.
I just stick with Appo.
Appo, absolutely.
Or as in football terms, we call
the other school. Yeah, I like that.
Hasn't changed.
And it looks like he's going to get the reversal here, and he does, 2-2. And now you got the new guy in town, St. George's.
Oh, yeah.
Attack.
And they're talking about making an Odessa.
I've heard that, yes. So a lot of people moving to that. I made that joke. I was on my way up. And I was going to go to a cradle, can't bring it back, but on my ride up, I was in thick traffic coming up from Sussex County, and I was like, was everybody that lives in Middletown work downstate now?
Man, that if you get caught on that main street right there, around
299,
block 299, there's no getting out of there.
The other school, I like that. I've never heard it referred to that.
I was driving up from Stony Brook, the exit to Middletown, you couldn't even get on it.
Oh wow!
Get on it, yeah.
A lot of people moving in this area. I mean, what 1990s Middletown was a Division II school, and now they're one of the bigger schools in Division I, and with another one just as big, literally down the street. So Casavera is going to take bottom. 2-2 or 3-2 match. As Riley Tracy got the escape and the takedown to take the lead. Coming off a big win last night, looking for another big win again tonight. Second period, 3-2 Tracy. Dual meet score 54-3 Riders. Actually thought it would be a little closer than that tonight, but the Riders up and weight stepped up. Minute 47 on the restart. Switch attempt by Casavera. Tracy, good job, found him. Got a 2-on-1, looking maybe for a hazard tilt if he can return it to the mat. Can't, breaks the lock, lifts, returns, and Casavera looking to roll through with a leg and gets the escape. 3-3. A lot of action here at 145 pounds. Oh, nice little throw by ankle pick by Riley Tracy. You know, we talked about last night's match. That step, you know, it causes you to get confident in those kinds of shots.
Exactly. Thought, oh wow, I hit that. Watch it over on film. You do it.
That's right.
Again in practice, it becomes natural.
Casavera gets the escape. 5-4. Minute to go here in the second period.
Now this right here is dangerous.
In front head position, he's looking. Oh, he gets to the knee, but they're on the edge. He's gonna get 2 feet. Nice job getting out of bounds. 47 seconds to go in the restart. Nice job by Casavera because he was in a bad position.
That front headlock can almost turn real bad for you real quick if you don't have it right.
Tracy shoots in. He's got an ankle, I believe, underneath. 40 seconds to go. Pulls it out. Now he's gonna look to go to a double. And this is just what he did last night. Single leg to a double leg and got 3 takedowns off it. And there you go, takedown. He goes up 7-4 with 25 seconds to go in the period. And Coach Rigby wanted him to ride this one out. Second period, 20 seconds to go. 7-4 Riley Tracy of Cesar Rodney. The Riders leading 54-3 in the duel. And looks for a hazard roll, but it's going to be on the edge. Can't score out of bounds. Trying to scoot back in with 5 seconds to go. Can't get it. They go out of bounds. We'll have a restart with 3 seconds on the clock.
Oh, trying to fire out there.
Comes out, comes to his feet, and just not enough time. So we go to the third period. Tracy's going to take bottom up 7-4. You know, a lot of times in wrestling, you know, dual winning is contagious. You know, I'm not sure that, you know, maybe Cesar Rodney came in 54 points better than them, but you know, when you get that one upset win, you get the next upset win, everybody starts to believe they can win.
Yeah, it's like a momentum, momentum.
Well, then you take, you know, you got your best guy, your defending state champ comes out, he takes an upset loss. What do the next few guys think? You know, it's just nothing's going our way tonight.
Yeah. As a coach, you try to put that those good matches up in front.
You're right. So here we go. Minute 38 to go here. Third period. Riley Tracy leads 7-4. He's on bottom. Leg in, cross body ride by Casavera. And we're going to get a stalemate. And we had this early on, and he's explaining to him now. That's your one. Minute 24 on the restart. Tracy explodes, can't get out. Casavera, good job bringing them back down to the mat. And cuts and scores. 8-4. Riley Tracy, shot attempt not there. Elbow pass, ankle not there, and Casavera comes right back in. He's got work to do. He trails 8-4. And there's that ankle pick again. Got to keep his feet in. They're going to be out of bounds as he gets his hips out and one knee. So that's out of bounds. 50 seconds on the restart, 8-4. Riley Tracy, Cesar Rodney leads. We're in the neutral position. A little body wizard there by Riley Tracy. Flattens him out. Going behind. And that's a takedown.
Yeah.
Middletown, they're our number 8th ranked team in the state. Cesar Rodney, number 5th ranked. So I imagine be no Christmas break. There's going to be a practice tomorrow here at Middletown.
Oh, without doubt.
Three seconds to go. 2 seconds. 1. And Riley Tracy's your winner, 10-4. And the Riders take a 57-3 lead. So we're on to our last match of the night, and I'm not sure who this is coming out for Cesar Rodney. But he'll be up against Brian Schneider, ranked number 2 in the state, only a sophomore. And had a big brother that was a state finalist.
Right up there in the state.
Yeah, a few years ago.
Yeah.
Was the favorite all year, and then a young man by the name of Tony Wiest exploded at the end of the year and was outstanding wrestler that year. But his brother, over 100 wins, I believe over 100 pins in his career. Schneider gets in on a low double and scores 2-0. I got the opportunity to coach Brian in a middle school all-star duel.
Oh, wow.
And he's got a tight cradle. And I saw him in elementary and middle school. I thought, this kid's a talent. And back to that cradle again. And he's got a 4 count. Gets the 2. Snyder goes up. 4-0. Now I believe his brother. Where's his brother going? West Virginia, I believe.
Yeah, West Virginia.
Yeah, here comes a armbar tilt by Schneider, and Schneider just racking him up, looking to step out and scoring his armbar. Now he's going to take the points instead. Minute to go. He leads 7-0. Our last match of the night. And folks, after this match, we'll take a commercial timeout, and we're going to get our wrestler of the night over here, our outstanding wrestler. Cradle, near side cradle by Schneider. Turns it to a mixer. Snyder looking he's up 9-0 here, looking for some more. He got crawl at the back. 14 seconds to go here in the second period. Six seconds, getting some swipes here. Looking for the pin. 3 seconds, 2-1, and we're going to go to the second period. Up 12-0.
What is that phrase? Saved by the bell.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I believe Brian's also a football player, isn't he?
He used to play football.
Does not play anymore?
Yeah, wrestling was his calling.
Shot here. We do not have the we don't have the Cesar Rodney wrestler's name. And there's a cement mixer by Schneider, and he's looking to end it right here. That's a long time to be in that position, looking to get both boots in. He does. Got the double grace, got the pin. Brian Schneider with the pin. And final score 57-9. Folks, we're going to take a commercial break. But first, I want to thank Isaiah Mitchell for sitting in and stepping in for me and helping me with some commentary. And good luck up at Stony Brook.
Appreciate it.
And folks, we'll be right back with our wrestler of the night.
Solo Concepts is the premier restaurant group in Southern Delaware. We have 8 restaurants from Lewis all the way down to Fenwick. We have a catering company, a food truck, a soda company, a film company, and a management and consulting company. We believe in beautiful, simple food. We like to develop the people we work with, and at the same time, we have a little bit of a higher mission, and we're trying to make the world a better place.
and we have a group of people that every day wake up and they get after it, and they're all focused on one thing, and they're trying to make a great company, and we're trying to make the culinary taste really a national focus for the United States as a food destination.
Right to that camera, okay?
The daily grind of the restaurant can be very difficult.
We got a minute 30. Okay, give me talk to me.
All right.
Test.
So
good. We're good.
Yeah, it's good.
Have a little bit of a higher calling, a little bit of a higher purpose. That as a group, we're trying to get together, stick together, and be about something. And for us, it kind of gets us through the hard seasons and the hard times that we can rely on each other.
Yeah, we can hear each other.
We have about 150 full-time year-round employees, and then every season we hire. I think this year we hired about 270 people. So we have 270 seasonal people spread out throughout the whole county. And for me, it's great. And some of these people started out as 15.
And welcome back to Middletown, folks. I'm Benny Mitchell, 302sports.com. With me, our outstanding wrestler, Jackson Dean of Caesar Rodney. And Jackson, you're just Mr. Upset Special here in December. Yeah. You knocked off Max Norquist of Cape and Lopin. Then tonight, you bump up and you defeat the defending state champ, Dante Mediato, and you did 5-0. And I saw a couple times in a position where you could have cut him. Was that a statement or what? I mean, you were just returned to the mat and won the match 5-0.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep the pressure. You know, I was up 5-0. I didn't need to push any points. I was up. So.
Great. Talk about these 2 weeks here. I know you went up to Slanco. You had a tough loss to start your career, bumping up to 138. You took a tough loss, but you came back and you majored that guy. Talk about this whole. You're a freshman, and now everybody, you're getting ready to have the target put on your back after a match like tonight. Talk about how this whole first few weeks is going.
I mean, it's been exciting. When I got beat my first match at Salenko, I think it was my nerves that got to me. I don't know. It was first high school match. So when I caught him back in the wrestlebacks, I was more confident. I didn't really have anything to lose, so I went out there and wrestled my match that time.
Talk a little bit about tonight. You went out, you were wrestling the defending state champ, you're a freshman, and you went right out and went after. What were you thinking standing behind that bench before this match started tonight?
I was relaxed, confident, because, I mean, again, I'm a freshman. Nobody's thinking, like, oh, he's going to come out here and beat this defending state champ. So I really had nothing to lose, so I went out there relaxed and just wrestled my match.
Folks, Jackson Dean, he's our outstanding wrestler tonight. Congratulations, and be ready to carry that heavy target because people are going to be coming after Jackson Dean, because after tonight, everybody knows who you are. Congratulations, folks.
You.
We'll be right back with our wrap-up. Good job, brother.
Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Lucas Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef at Sodell Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Lucas Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried created lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Lucas Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Put it on the
Come check us out. Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Lucas Seafood.
Welcome back, folks. 302 Sports, our premier venture in to the Blue Hen Conference with our cameras. It's only our second event. I want to thank Nick Hadley. I want to thank Lenny, our cameraman tonight, coming down and helping me out. And what a match. Final score of 57-9, Caesar Rodney. A couple of great matches in there. Mike Primo at 106. Then 113, Hunter Hamill wins the battle of ranked wrestlers. Cam Hayes ranked number 1. But the match of the night was 138 pounds. The freshman Jackson Dean stepping up with a 5-0 decision over Dante Mediato. And he's going to be a man to deal with for some of these upperclassmen and ranked wrestlers. A lot of us wrestling guys knew who he was. Now everybody's going to find out who he is. Folks, our next venture, tentatively, next Friday night, I'm hoping to be at Indian River High School for the Battle of the Beach Finals. We've had some internet issues down there. I think we have the equipment to fix it. So hopefully I'll get up with Coach Jeff Windish, and we'll do our best to bring you the Battle of the Beach Finals. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out at 302sports.com. Check our Twitter feed. It'll all be out there. You'll see our picture up tonight of Jackson Dean, our outstanding wrestler. So find us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter. We're out there, folks. 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell for Nick Hadley, Lenny, and my partner Isaiah Mitchell, who stepped in. Have a good night.